Hello friends, good morning to all. Today we are going to see the remaining part of chapter 4. Chapter 4 is classification and types of soil, and today we have to cover the topic that is types of soil with reference to India. As we know that there are various types of soil throughout the part of the world, and even in India there are variety of soils throughout the part of India. So which types of soils are found or which types of soil are available in India, we have to see. So before that we have to see some basic soil types are formed on the basis of their parent material found in them, and they are as follows. If the soils are found zonally in the sense whatever the parent material is there, according to that only the soils are formed, that is called as zonal soils. In simple way, if the characteristics of parent rock and soil are same, this type of soils are called zonal soil. Example is, suppose in the particular part or in a particular region there is a basalt type of rock and same type of soil having the characteristics of basalt rock is found, then that type of soil is called as zonal soil. Intrazonal soil, some characteristics of soil are matching with the parent rock of the region, then this type of soil are called intrazonal soil. Means what? Some characteristic means some are of the another type or another parent material, and some are of the regional material. So then that type of soil is called as intrazonal soil. Azonal soil. Next type is azonal soil. If the characteristic of parent rock and soil are completely different, these type of soils are called azonal soils. Means what? Suppose in the particular area there is a basalt type of rock, but no any characteristics of basalt rock is found in the soil, then that type of soil is called as azonal soil. So worldwide there are three major types of soils found particularly. And so let us see which main type of soils are found in India. First type is alluvial soil. These soils are formed under climatic conditions that vary from high aridity to subhumid climate. These are characterized by their extreme depth, often several hundred meters, and grey and greyish brown color. Most of the rivers brings mud or brings material with them, and it get deposited somewhere, particularly that material deposited on the bank of these rivers, and thus these depositions helpful for the formation of alluvial soils. Particularly in Himalayan region we found the alluvial soils because there are various rivers which flow from Himalaya to the Gangetic plain. So this area is very important so for the alluvial soils are concerned. Their texture varies from sandy loam to clay loam. These soils are varied in their structure, sometimes loose, open and free draining in the case of sandy soils, sometimes compact and impervious in many clay soils. That matters means how these soils are formed, how much distance that mud or that material has been traveled, and where they get deposited. That determines the texture and their looseness or draining capacity and everything. So that depend on these factors. The formation of these soils are a continuous process because as we know that there is a continuous flow of water and continuous flooding occurs over there in the northern part of India, and that's why it is a continuous process. Being immature, there is no distinct horizon differentiation. Means we can't see a particular zone or horizons in the vertical section of this soil. At some places, the deposition of alternate layers of sandy and clay materials has been developed to form different layers, but not the horizons. We can't see the horizons or the distinct layers in these soils because there is a continuous process, and the material is same, that is mud or very fine material that is deposited on the banks of the river as well as in the seas, lakes and ponds. So this is what in the bank on the bank of these flow, we can see here is the deposition, here is the deposition to the left as well as to the right bank of this flow or of this river. There is a deposition of alluvium, and that's why this soil is called as alluvial soil. Next type with black soil. These soils are formed mainly by basalt rock. As we know that basalt is a igneous rock, and due to the disintegration of this rock there is a formation of black soil, and the color of basalt rock is itself a black, and that's why the same color is to that particular soil, that is black. Deccan Trap of Indian Plateau is the mainland of this soil. These soils have been formed mainly under semi-arid condition and are derived from number of rock formation. As its name indicating, these soils are black or brown in color. The dark color is due to the titanium oxide and the clay organic matter complex. The color varies from light brown to blackish brown, as in the case of Narmada and the Tapi river. Means it gets changed, blackish, somewhere grayish, and many processes occurs over the period, and that's why the color gets changed. The depth also varies from few centimeter to highly eroded soils to several meters, sometimes more than 7 meters in thickness, particularly of those that are formed on the banks of the rivers. Black cotton soil, deep black soils, medium black soils, and shallow murmy soils, which are locally found, are included in the black soil. The texture of the soil ranges from sandy loam to heavy clay. Structure is highly variable, sometimes porous and free-draining, while sometimes compact and impervious. That matters. Means what? If the soils get compacted, then become a compact, and if the soil is newly formed, then that is impervious. So this is the pictorial presentation of the black soil, and most of the black soil is found on the Deccan Plateau of India, particularly Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and Telangana. So these 5 states possess a Deccan Plateau of the India, and that's why Deccan Plateau have a black soil. Next soil is desert soil. The name itself indicating where it can be found. The third desert is the main part of the availability of this soil in India. Rajasthan, Western Punjab, and Northern Gujarat possess this type of soil. Erosional and depositional work of wind increasing the covered area of this soil. It is characterized by very low fertility and draining capacity. As we know that the sand particles, as the number of sand particles increases, the fertility decreases, and that's why the desert soils have low fertility, and water can't be held by these soil particles, because that particles are so large, and sand particles are so large which can't be hold the water, and that's why draining capacity is more. Draining capacity is less. These soils have been formed mainly under arid condition. These are grey in color. Their depth varies from few centimeter in highly eroded soils to many meter, depend on intensity of deposition. Their texture ranges from coarse to fine sand material. The outer side of the desert has a coarse soil, while inner side of the soil has a fine soil, because as the soil particles get abrade or get collide on each other, the size get decreased, and that's why outer side have a coarse material, while there is a fine material in the inner side. The water holding capacity of this soil is very less, particularly in rainy season, due to porosity among soil particles. So only per seasonal crops can grow in this soil. Water holding capacity is less because soil particles are coarse, although they are smooth and finer, but their capacity to hold the water is less, and that's why only seasonal crops can be grown in this soil. So this is pictorial presentation of the desert soil, and most of the desert have this type of soil. The laterite soils. These soils are formed by subaerial weathering of several types of rocks, both basic and acidic, under climatic conditions of alternate wet and dry seasons. Means whenever there is wet and dry season, these type of soils are formed. These soils are found mostly in those areas where heavy rainfall occurs, and particularly in India, northeast states, western Ghat and equatorial regions are there. where there is a wet and dry condition in a day, and that's why there is a possibility of formation of this type of soil. They are light in texture and have an open free draining structure. There is no horizon differentiation in the soil profile. They show deficiency of lime and are slightly to moderately acid in reaction. The pH varies from 5 to 6. So this type of soils are found only in those areas where there is heavy rainfall, or sometimes if there is a wet and dry, alternate wet and dry seasons. So this is the pictorial presentation of laterite soil. Mountaineer soil. The name itself indicates the location of this soil. Undulating parts of mountains and particularly the slope having this type of soils. Example: Alps, Rockies, Andes. This is the worldwide, but in Himalayan ranges purchase with these soils. Western Ghat and Eastern Ghats of India also have this type of soil. The mountain soil are mainly found in Jammu and Kashmir, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, in the Himalayan sub-mountain tracts. The Himalaya, Northeast hills and other mountains show variety of soils. These soils are generally stony and shallow and poor in organic matter, because as we know that there are slopes and the slopes can't bear the soil depth, and that's why the organic matter is also low in this part. In the drier areas of deciduous forest belt, brown soils are found. These are rich in humus and deep. These soils grow orchard in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Uttarakhand. Brown forest soils are called podzol soils. So whatever the soils found in the Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Uttarakhand, which is brown in color, and that is called as podzol soil. This is the mountaineer soil. Next is red soil. Red soil is a mixture of clay and sand. Silt is too much less in the red soil and made of loose rocks. Red soils are formed due to weathering of ancient crystalline and metamorphic rock. This soil is red in color as its name indicating. It is due to the very high iron content. More iron is there. Leaching process occur over there, and that's why particularly in the Konkan region of Maharashtra we found the red soil in the Konkan region. These are found in low rainfall and are less leached than laterite soil. Leaching process is there, but more leaching than laterite soil. These soils in India are poor in phosphorus, nitrogen and lime content. These soils cover most of Indian subcontinent. This is found in Tamil Nadu, southern Karnataka, northeastern Andhra Pradesh, some parts of MP, Chhattisgarh and Orissa. And as I have stated that in the Konkan region also there is a red soil. So this is the pictorial presentation of red soil. So all the fields are showing red soil in this part or in this picture. So this is all about the various types of soils found in India. So this is the map major soil types of India. So somewhere there is a red, somewhere there is a Deccan trap, and there is a black cotton soil, somewhere there is a alluvial soil. This is the alluvial soil with the Gangetic part, and northern plain of the India, the black soil, laterite soil and arid soil. Here is arid, or we can say simply desert soil. So if we see the percentage of soil in India, alluvial soil is 43% and black soil is 15%, desert soil is 9%, laterite soil is 4%, mountaineer soil is 11% and red soil is 18.5%. Thus it constitutes, or it composes 100% of soil in the India. So this is all about the various types of soils in India. So today we stop here. Thank you very much.